Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna start some seeds because I've been putting it off for way too long. So we are doing this tray method this year. Previously, if you were here last year, I did it in all these like individual little pots that were like, I don't know, maybe 4-inch pots. Sorry, it was so foggy. It should be better now. My lens was really dirty. But anyways, last year I did the individual pots and it was really annoying because anytime I needed to move them, it was just so much to pick up and move and so many trips. So I'm doing the 72 cell tray. This year, I'm probably gonna have to get more than just this one, but we're just gonna see how far this one gets us today. And I might plant a couple of things outside that are like cold weather crops, like broccoli or peas. I need to buy more potatoes because I completely failed and flopped with my potatoes last year and I want the purple potatoes to work. So I need to get more of those, but I haven't seen any yet. So this year my garden plans are much more flower, much more landscaping, very cottagecore. I'm kind of shifting away from the vegetable garden a little bit. I'm still gonna be doing vegetables and fruits, but more attention on the fruits. But really this year, I wanna focus on flowers because last year was basically just my experimental figure out what I like year. And what I figured out is that I really freaking like flowers and they bring me a lot of joy. And if I can have cut flowers all over the house and stuff like that, like it just brings me so much joy. And even just seeing it outside, like I just think that it will be absolutely magical and bring this backyard to life a little bit. There's a lot of things that I would love to do to the backyard in a perfect world with a lot of money, but we here are budget friendly. So we're just gonna see basically where the spring and summer takes us. And I'm gonna put all of it in the garden playlist. And yeah, so you guys know that I'm literally always doing a million things at once. I am doing saltwater reef tanks, I'm doing sewing, I'm doing photography, I'm doing gardening, I'm doing all of the things. So there's a little something in there for everybody. But today we're in garden mode and I'm gonna try because it's a sunny day and then it's gonna be rainy for a couple days. And if you don't know, rainwater is really good for when you start seeds because it's loaded with nitrogen and it's just good for them. So if you can plant stuff as far as outside goes before it rains, that's like the best time. And then as for seeds, sunny day just makes me feel gardeny. So let's see what we can start. We're outside now. So I have to find a way to get all of this like moist and damp. But first things first, I want to give you guys a haul of the new stuff that I've already acquired for this year. First and foremost, we have bleeding hearts. I'm gonna also try to put a picture on the screen of what they all look like in their thriving state. But bleeding hearts, a couple of different hollyhocks. I'm so excited about this because I didn't realize that seeds, starting hollyhocks from seeds, they don't bloom until their second year. So I wish I would have started it last year, but I didn't because I didn't know if we were still gonna live here. Anyways, long story. And then we got gladiolus. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I got guacamole hosta, I don't know. A little bit of calla. I don't know how to say anything, so please excuse. None of those are for seed starting. These are all bulbs and stuff, but that's gonna definitely go somewhere. I don't really know where yet. I haven't really made like actual like landscaping or garden plans because I feel like the second I do that, then I'm just gonna want to plant it all. And we still have 5 weeks before our last spring frost. So if I plant stuff like that can't handle it, then it's gonna die. So trying to not go overboard, trying to reel myself in. But I do need to start some stuff. Yeah, because my seeds are gonna stay inside. These are the new flower seeds that I bought. I'm gonna just go rapid fire and I'll put it on the screen. We've got Shasta daisies, carnations, lupines, phlox, purple coneflower, foxglove, black-eyed Susans. I feel like those are a staple. And then everything, all of my other seeds are leftovers. No, we're gonna keep this. Are leftovers from last year that I still have. But I kind of organized them into what I know that I'm planting again this year. I don't know that I'm gonna do any bell pepper. Like a lot of the vegetables just didn't get eaten and I just don't want to be wasteful, so I don't know. I still have some garlic that I should be able to start. Yeah, it looks fine. Yeah, so I'll be able to use this garlic to plant more garlic, which that's actually something that I think I can do now because I'm pretty sure they can handle the cold. Onion sets, I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if I can plant these yet. I'm gonna have to look it up. Okay, so this is my bag of like probably not planting right now. But let me double check in case I've changed my mind. I'm looking at this 72 cell thing and I'm like, this is not gonna be enough. I feel like a lot of those, I'll probably keep that out because I might direct sow some broccoli in the beds. I don't know if they're like really ready for that, but oh well, what's it gonna hurt? Okay, and then I want to put peas in the bed, but other than that, I don't exactly know what can take it. Like they might not even like take, I don't know. But I don't need to start herbs really. Strawberries, I want to start more strawberries. I definitely want to do pumpkins this year. I don't think I should do cucumber because it was fun to grow, but I don't feel like it got used. Should I still do a tomato? At least like one? I'll just do one. Cantaloupe, watermelon. Should I start these seeds yet?
Mommy, what, Mommy?
Okay, yeah, I think I should be able to start these. I think that's kind of it from this bag. And then the rest of it is literally flowers. I still need to get probably some fruit seeds. What sucks for me is that like I really want to do like fruits. Like I want to have fruit trees and fruit bushes and stuff. But it's so hard for me to invest in that when we don't own this property because I don't want to like lose that investment when we move and then have to like buy them all again. So I'm constantly torn on like if I should just do it because we don't know like how long we're going to be here or like what, you know what I mean? I definitely will want to do more zinnias. I definitely want to do sunflowers. Definitely need to do marigolds. Definitely want snapdragons. Should I do more chamomile? Is chamomile perennial or no, it's annual. That's kind of lame. I don't know. And I also don't know if I should start some hollyhocks still in case those don't take. Maybe I will just for like, I don't know. Should I? I don't know. Chrysanthemum, lavender. I think that we'll try to start all of these. Y'all, I don't know if I have enough seed spots for all this, but I gotta go get my other camera battery real quick. So, uno momento. Oh, let me get my pregnant ass up. I'm sitting, yeah. Do pumpkins not want to be started inside? See, that's my problem. Whenever I have to start them like directly outside, I always like miss the cut. Hey, can you stop doing that though? I need to get this all moist and I don't know the best way to do that. This is all dried down so much now. Oh my goodness, because I put all the soil in here a few days ago and then I just never got around to actually planting stuff. I guess maybe, I just don't want to get this hose all dealt with, so I think I'm gonna just take these to the sink and get the soil moist. So I got my soil like somewhat wet. I don't know. I'm gonna start with strawberries because they're one of the things that I want to grow the most because these kids will eat them like they are drugs. So I know that we want these 5 to 8 weeks before. Yep, that's perfect timing. I'm just gonna pour a couple in my hands. I really don't know like how many I want to do because I already have some started. Like I want to move some of them because like I have this little tower thing and it's leaning really bad, so I think I'm just gonna move those plants into a bed where I think that they'll do better. I kind of struggled to start my strawberries last year though, so I don't want to like, I have such limited space that I don't want to take too many pods for them because I already do have some, you know? I'm just going to use 2 little pods for them. Try to build on our strawberry patch every year because those aren't, like they're going to be so tiny, they're not going to produce a lot of fruit in the first year anyways, and what they do produce will be so teeny tiny, but we'll just leave those like this. I'm also like not the greatest about ever wearing gloves when I garden, so just gonna have to deal with that. Strawberries, you probably can't see that. Moving swiftly along. I feel like these are just gonna go like crazy without a lot of soil, but we'll do 1 cantaloupe, 2 seeds in a pod to make sure they germinate. Cantaloupe. And I'm gonna do watermelon in 1 pod. I'm trying not to go overboard. Like last year, I ended up with so many more plants taking than I expected, and it's like just super wasteful and we don't have the space for it. So trying to be a little bit more careful this year because plants are just more resilient than you think. Like I was just expecting to totally fail and then didn't, and then I was like, oh crap, what do I do with all this? Especially like the tomatoes. Like I had like such a good germination rate with my tomatoes and I just didn't know what to do with myself. So there's our watermelon. You know what, I'm just realizing like I'm not gonna be able to put the lid on with these big ass, maybe I can shove them all the way down. I don't know if the lid is still gonna go on with those, but we'll see. I'm gonna do, I guess, the ones that I already have stickers for. Go ahead and start tomatoes. I can't believe there's flies out. That's crazy. Black fly season is upon us. Gently press those in. Got my tomato. I'm not gonna have enough tags. I'm gonna have to get creative. Tomato, tomato.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if I should even try to start pumpkin, but that's literally the last like crop because I don't know yet what herbs are perennial or not because I'm just like terrible, you know? So I don't know yet. Oh my gosh, this pumpkin seed's huge. Like I knew that, but like it's been so long since I have seen a pumpkin seed. I'm gonna give everything another good, like, I don't know, more good moisture, but we're just gonna put 1 in there. Oh, put 1 in there. Oh my god. No fucking way. Shit, y'all. I didn't expect the wind gusts to be like crazy like that. Okay, my socks are wet now, but oh well. Oh my god, I'm so lucky none of that went in the water. I would have cried. My goodness. All of my seeds blew. What should we do next? 12 weeks before last frost. We're a little late. I struggle to start flowers because I don't know, I think I pushed them into the soil too much, but these are teeny tiny little seeds. 2 pods of snapdragons. We'll put all the seeds we've already started in here so that less things can blow away. That was just crazy. I didn't know it was like windy like that today. Let's do chrysanthemum next because we have a tag for it. They're so pretty and like vibrant. I never had any bloom last year, so I don't know what I'm doing with flowers. What if I totally flop this year? Okay. No! More wind! We'll do foxglove because I really want to make sure that
Mama.
Whoa, careful. Hey, no. I don't want you pulling the tags out because it could disturb the seeds. Oh my goodness, do I need to move inside? I did not know that it was this windy. Oh, these are tiny seeds too. That's the thing about flower seeds is like once they hit the soil, like who knows where they are. Okay, foxglove. What is next? I'm gonna set hollyhock to the side since we do have something and we're limited on space. I'm trying to like start with the ones that I really know that I really want. And I'm only doing like a few of each right now because I just don't know how much space I have. So I would rather have a little bit of everything and then I can like go back and start more when I get another tray. Like I can, you know what I mean? But I just want to like get as much of a variety of stuff started as I can. Oh, I'm so bad at opening these. Okay, so this is the purple coneflower. Oh, these have a big seed. This is not the easiest to do with nails, I'll tell you that. These are interesting seeds. They have such a hard coating on their shell. That's probably why they take so long to germinate. We'll just also do 4 of those seeds. We might get 4 plants. We might get 2. We might get 9. All right. No, not done. Black-eyed Susan, sunflower. Oh, let's do carnations because they're super big and poofy. We're gonna have way more space for seeds than I thought. So I probably could have done way more at a time. Too late now. Hopefully in a week, we'll have at least something germinated. I don't know. Okay, let's do some phlox. I wanna do a lot of phlox because that's a really good like carpeting flower. And I became obsessed with phlox last year and I didn't have any. So I want phlox everywhere, and especially if we do like a stone walkway somewhere, I think phlox going in between the stones would be so cute. So we're gonna do like, we'll do black-eyed Susan. Where'd my Sharpie go? Hello, did you guys take it? Where'd my Sharpie? Oh, there it is. Black-eyed Susan. But a chaotic nightmare, you guys. We'll start like 4 sunflowers or something like that. Also, little word to the wise, something that I've learned over time. If you care about what you're getting, like if you care about what your flower looks like, don't get seeds like this where it's a blend, because there's a couple different things where it's like mixed flowers or a blend or whatever. And so then like if there's a specific color that you're after or a specific like type of that flower that you're after, don't get the blend because you're not gonna know by the seeds which one you're gonna get from that. So only get the blend if you're like, I don't really care. Okay guys, we're doing great. We'll do some Shasta daisies. I tried to go, if you can't tell, I tried to go really heavy on the perennials this year because I just really want to get more into perennials and stuff that comes back every year, and it's like a better investment, but also it's just like less work in the future because then you have like a good base in your like landscaping your garden beds that you can just come through with annuals and like dress up and like make unique for the year versus like having to completely start over every single year with annuals. We're learning. But yeah, this year we're definitely going heavy on the perennials. Oh, that was kind of a lot of them. Let's see if we can spread these out. I'm gonna laugh when absolutely none of this takes. I've never done seeds this way, so I just don't know, guys. What was that one? Literally forgot. That's also my problem is last year, like everything that I did last year, I don't know what's perennial and what's not. So I don't know what's gonna come back. The only thing that I know is my strawberries and my chives. Everything else, like I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna come back. So I don't know if I should pull it out or if I should leave it or like what. And then also in my like by the house, I don't know if it's all weeds or if it's like stuff from last year, you know? That's like the struggle of being a beginner gardener is like, I don't know if I'm looking at a weed or the greenery of a flower, you know? Does that make sense? Let's try to do some columbine. Nate, is that a fly or a bee? Let me know. No, let's do marigolds because we need marigold all over the place. That's just like rule number 1 of gardening. I also like harvested a bunch of marigold seeds last year. So I have a jar in my greenhouse just full of seeds from the flowers that I grew, but I want to get through this bag. We'll do an entire row of those. I wish I would have done like a whole row of all of these, but these trays are only $5 at Walmart, so I feel like I can just get more. Press those into the soil a hair, loosely toss some soil on top. Last year my morning glories did a little bit too good and they just like took over everything. I want to plant a bunch of lavender, so I'm gonna do an entire row of lavender. but I'm gonna do just these last two in this one of zinnias, because my zinnias, like, they were good and all, but I just don't feel like I don't feel like I did like the best. I don't know. I don't feel like I know how to care for them the best, because they were very tall and lanky and not very bloomy. Like, I had like a couple of blooms, but they were really pretty. But we'll just start with that, and if those take well, then we can start more. But since I've never done this method of seed starting before, I just like don't want to waste a bunch of seeds, you know what I mean? Like, I want to see if these trays are gonna work for me, then I can go back and plant more. I feel like this is proof though that you can like start so many different seeds with a $5 tray, because literally, do you guys see all of these tags? Every tag means that it's a different thing. You can start so many different things in here. I'm gonna start a bunch of lavender. My lavender was another fail last year. It never bloomed. That was a bummer. I hope it blooms this year. But I don't know, maybe it didn't have enough sun, because it needs full sun and it is not in a sunny spot. What's up? Your tractor? Maybe that's my problem though. Maybe it just wasn't in enough sun, so I need to have it in a sunnier spot this year. But that means I can take it out of that bed and move it somewhere sunnier, and maybe it'll bloom quickly because it's like an established, more mature plant. Lavender! Oh, I should push all these in. 365 days to bloom. I guess I'll just start it. Better now than never. I'll start a good bit of it. Columbine. I'm gonna do, I guess, a whole row of hollyhock too, just to hope that they germinate, because I want to have a bunch of them, but they take a year to bloom. So I think I'm just gonna get them started. I would love to know if these can be grown in a container so that I can take them with me if we do manage to buy a house and move. Hollyhocks. We'll do a couple chamomiles. Since we already have the tag, we might as well. Oh, these are teeny. I definitely love having the smell of basil around, so I'm definitely planting more basil. I didn't know that it was annual. I thought it was perennial for real. So we just have one row that's untouched. I don't know what I should put there. Let me, I guess, just pick like my favorite flower of all of the flowers. Or is there another herb? I have so much oregano. I fully believe that oregano is perennial because it's literally still green. Sage is perennial, so all that sage is gonna come back. Okay, good, because I'm gonna, ooh! Dill is annual. The dill smell bad. Parsley's gotta be perennial because that's literally still green. Biennial? What does that mean? Does that mean that they go 2 seasons and then they die? Is that what it means? My cilantro did pretty terrible, but I don't feel like we use cilantro enough, so I'm not gonna go crazy on that. Is thyme? Okay, I also need to know if thyme is perennial or annual. I have a bunch of that. I don't know if it's coming back or not. So I don't think I need to do any more of that, and I can't start carrots in there, but I might actually start carrots in the garden. But I think I need to pick a different spot than last year. So maybe we'll just do another row of a flower. Which one should we do? Should we do more purple cone flowers? This is literally all flowers. I love it. Okay, I think I'm gonna just do more of these. I don't have labels though, so I'm gonna have to just try to remember right now that the top 3 are purple cone flowers and the bottom 3 are foxgloves of this last unlabeled row. They're such teeny seeds. Maybe we should do some radishes just for fun.
Mama. Mama.
What's up?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's still.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Oh,
It's okay. Okay, so then then there's this stuff that I'm gonna put in the beds. I don't know if it's gonna make it or not, but we're gonna try. I don't think this is gonna fit on here with the tags. So what am I gonna do? Oh no. Oh no. What am I gonna do? Are these just not pushed down all the way? No, they are. That's pretty tragic because I need that to keep it humid. I think that we are gonna head over to the garden beds now. I'm gonna set this inside and then circle back to it in a little bit to put tags on it that the lid will fit with. But otherwise, because I'm like 99% sure that can be planted. This is hurting my butt. I'm done with this part, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, nice, thank you. Wish our babies good luck. Anybody else garden in house slippers? Okay, so I'm definitely doing a bit more of a chaos gardening than I did last year. Last year was so meticulous and I had twine and I did the square foot method. This year I'm kind of just gonna throw shit in there. Okay, I don't know how many I want to do, but I don't know. We're just gonna put some peas in here. The one thing that I do remember learning a lot last year is that you aren't supposed to plant stuff in the same spot other than like perennials that stay there. But if you leave stuff in the same spot, you're likely to have more pest issues because they know where it is. I don't know, something like that. And then there's also certain things, like certain plants put different properties in the soil, like carrots break up, and like other root crops like break up the soil, and like some, I think peas put nitrogen in the soil and stuff like that. So your plants also serve a purpose in your soil health. So I'm just moving stuff around. Last year I had my peas over there. I had my garlic over there. My garlic didn't do good because it wasn't in full sun. This gets a lot more full sun. So we're just gonna see. I'm also gonna be trying to avoid planting stuff in the middle bed because we're probably gonna move the greenhouse over there and put the middle bed over here because it just gets so much more sun. So I'm not sure. We might be moving stuff around. I just don't know because this square bed, I don't have sides for it. If I do move it, I have to figure out sides. So I just don't know. But we're gonna go ahead and plant some peas and just see what the heck happens. I'm thinking about literally just climbing in here. What do you guys think? There's nothing in here right now, so I think I'm just gonna like, I don't know, be in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll just do that. Oh, my beds probably need more soil, but oh well. 4, 5. It looks so cute. Okay, here. There's our little peas. And then I'm just gonna cover them up. Oh, sorry. I'm just gonna cover them up like this, and then I'll water them in. Boom. Gently anyway. Yeah, that's perfect. The kicker is now I'm gonna have to remember to come out here and water it. I might get some like leaves or something to throw on top of it to help retain the moisture. I don't know. We have a ton of leaves, so. Okay, so pretty much everything needs to be in full sun. So I'm just gonna load up this bed since I don't have a ton of vegetables and stuff that I'm doing this year. I'm just gonna put all of this stuff in here and see what happens. The other stuff that I started can either fit in the back of the bed. Like this really isn't that much, so I think it could probably fit in the back of the bed, and I could literally just use this bed and then figure out what to do with those, because I just don't want to like, I just feel like those beds didn't do that good because they're too much in the shade. So we're just gonna start with this bed and see what happens. And I'm also not really overthinking the companion planting this much because like I'm pregnant, okay? I'm 23 weeks pregnant. I don't have the mental capacity to worry about all that right now. So if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I really don't care. It's not that deep, you know? We're gonna put our lettuce and spinach, I think, in the front right here. I also kind of roughly can remember like where stuff needs to go, like distance-wise from itself. Like I remember like this is roughly the square, so. It smells like dog poop. We can't get our dogs to stop pooping by the garden. We might have to put up another fence because our dogs are our biggest pest. We'll be chaotic and we'll put some in the middle. See what happens. Then we'll do spinach right over next to it. I'm mostly going for the convenience for myself of harvest. Gotta press these in firmly. Cover, press, cover, press, cover, press, cover, press, cover, press. I don't know if any of this is gonna take, but who knows? Okay, and then I'm gonna water it in and I'm gonna move these leaves back over. Also gonna rain tomorrow, so like I'm not overly concerned about the watering. Like 1, 2, 3. That's the radishes. It's a good thing I'm filming this because I'm not going to remember where I put everything with my pregnancy brain this year. Is I'm going to do a row of garlic the same way. I'm going to have broccoli right here. My problem that I ran into last year is that just nothing was accessible and it was so hard to harvest stuff. So I'm trying to avoid that. I gotta get new gloves. These gloves are terrible. Like, tell me how dirt is under my nail, and I'm literally wearing gloves. I don't even know if these will grow. I'm gonna do broccoli right here, and then I think I'm just gonna do my carrots in the same spot. I'll just do it like this, and if they don't go well, then I'll start some inside. I feel like it'll get too warm though. Oh my god, that was so many. I just dropped some seeds, so we might get some random broccoli. I just feel like I don't really buy it whenever plants say like, oh, you have to start it indoors, because like they're literally plants. Like when they first existed, it wasn't indoors, so like surely it'll be fine. I don't know, but there's definitely broccoli seeds on the ground here. Whoopsie daisies. I know that bed soil warms up faster than ground soil, so maybe it'll be all good. Okay, you guys know the drill by now. We're gonna water this in. I don't think I watered in the garlic, so we'll do that too. So basically this whole front half of the bed has some plants in it. I don't exactly know where to put my camera for you to see the best. There's dog poop everywhere. Those guys. Because I think part of my problem last year might have been that they were all too close to each other. Oh my god, that was so many seeds in that one. Oy vey. Well, we'll see what happens. There's some rainwater out of the wheelbarrow that collected. So we'll just use that. And give some of these perennials some water too. They probably, I mean, we've had some rain, but. Okay, so I don't have like an irrigation system or anything, so I'm gonna have to try to remember to come out here and water them, but at least for the next few days, we should be getting some rain, so it should be kind of a non-issue for me. I might fertilize my blueberry plant. You're supposed to fertilize it annually at the beginning of spring, so I think now would be a perfect time to do it. So I think I might do that, but then I think that that is it for all of the garden prep that I can do right now at this point in the season. Okay, this stem is starting to turn green, which means they're coming back. 2.5 cups of this fertilizer at the beginning of spring. I'm just gonna like kind of eyeball it, to be honest. I'm just kind of giving the soil a good coating. I'm gonna take this other fertilizer and fertilize like my strawberries and some of the stuff coming back to life. I just feel like some stuff should get fertilized for like the new season. My camera's about to die again, so we're rushing. But this is just the perfect time to do it before it rains, because the rain will water it all in. Okay, really quickly, I wanted to give you guys an update. It has been 6 days since I started the seeds, and look how many are doing incredible. Okay, so there's the obvious big ones that you can see, but also there's all these little ones too. And like those little babies back there. There's like all these little teensy tiny babies. Do you see this? All of these little babies. Even these little tiny foxgloves are coming up. It's all doing absolutely incredible. And it honestly blows my mind because all of the seed packets say like, oh, like 14 to 21 days to germinate and stuff like that. And these have literally already sprouted. So they absolutely love this tray. And I'm so excited. I'm probably gonna end up having to up pot some of these because some of them are leggy, I don't know. But hopefully I can get them to all germinate and then I can just take the lid off and they can grow to whatever height they freaking want. But I'm thinking that I also want to start some like basil, oregano, like some herbs and just keep them right here at the kitchen window because I just think that that would be so nice. But anyways, I just wanted to give you a little update on how the seeds are doing. They're doing so freaking good and it's making me so eager to be able to start the garden. Another week closer. Okay, I think that that wraps up our first little episode or whatever you want to call it of gardening this year. 2025's garden is going to be so good. It's going to be so chaotic. Day one of like officially starting the garden is officially commenced. I'm excited, and then I can't wait. I truly cannot wait until frost risk is over and we can start truly landscaping. I have big plans and goals, okay? But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you leave a like and comment and subscribe for more gardening content, mom content, me content, and I will see you guys next week.